Expanding to more theaters this week is the biopic Priscilla, and here's my review. Understandably, Elvis is the most talked about person in the Presley family, and he has gotten quite a few biographical films over the years. However, with this film, Sofia Coppola seeks to let Priscilla Presley tell her story. Adapting her memoirs, the film goes through the years and does a solid job of exploring what attracted her to the famous singer. However, also does not depict him in the best light, and one should not walk into the film expecting a romantic depiction of their relationship. Through it all, there's an investment in Priscilla's story and a lot of sympathy for her. The film highlights early on the age difference between Priscilla and Elvis. Meeting him when she was only 14 and he was 24, there's already a sense of how massive this age gap is, as she longs for him in high school and he goes off around the world. When they do share scenes together, there's an obvious power imbalance, but Coppola also shows why Priscilla became so attached to him until she wasn't. The film is able to depict the various reactions to this relationship, including from her parents, and the ultimate impact it has on her life. That sympathy for Priscilla is held all throughout the movie. The performances from the actors also allow us to gain an understanding of these people. Cailee Spaeny is great as Priscilla, depicting her initial love for Elvis, and then eventually developing her growing apart from him while still trying to be involved in his life. As Elvis, Jacob Elordi puts on the charm when the role requires, while also going into the darker aspects of his personality. Under Coppola's direction, both actors go for a natural approach in their performances, and that helps the film all the more. For both creative and legal reasons, some elements are noticeably absent from the movie, but these omissions don't detract. Colonel Tom Parker is mentioned a few times, but never seen, which is smart, as his presence works better when you imagine him pulling the strings in Elvis's life and consequently Priscilla's. There's also a lack of Elvis Presley songs, but Coppola's choices for the soundtrack make up for it, as she picks some excellent and fitting tunes to play. She has always been great at using a colorful decor to depict the worlds inhabited by her characters, and that continues to great effect in Priscilla. Entering the third act, as events jump more in time, the pacing does get affected. However, interest is still there as the relationship continues to sour. One of Sofia Coppola's strengths as a director is at peeling away what seems like a glamorous life. In her films, we see the cracks start to form in someone's home life or their relationships. Priscilla continues that, and the result is a respectful biopic of a woman who had to deal with so much when married to one of the most famous and popular singers of his time. The journey we see Priscilla go on is fascinating and excellently portrayed by the actors, especially Cailee Spaeny. And even though the temptation could have been there, Coppola is largely uninterested in telling Elvis' story. There are already many accounts about that, and it's good to see it from Priscilla's perspective.